strike later on. But in any job, and any worker who is under investigation, who's at the heart of wrongdoing or an inquiry of this nature, of a serious nature, would be suspended on full pay. And we've been calling for this for some time. And there is a mechanism under the Garda Act, I think it's 2005, where the government actually can suspend her on full pay so that she steps aside, is given plenty and ample opportunity to defend herself, but she steps aside as part of the investigation and allows the investigation to continue without. And I think
why
that's
should
what's
she?
required.
Has she done anything wrong, really and truly?
But we don't know. And when you don't know, that is why you have this mechanism in most industrial relations procedures to suspend a worker or an employee on full pay while the investigation continues. But the government are resisting this. And interestingly, with all their old talk, so are Fianna Fáil. And they're both clinging together now to protect the Garda elite.
Well, we'll
and
see.
I think that is part of the problem.
No, says Maureen McGuinness, but the Garda Commissioner, Noreen O Sullivan McClifford, was before the Oireachtas Justice Committee.
I think it was the 20th of February.
20th of February.
We would not hear about this. That is the same thing again and again.
I really want to question this idea that it's just incompetence and deception, or a combination of both, because it goes right across the police force in all districts, in all areas, which indicates very clearly that it's not just a couple of mistakes here and there, it's systemic within the police. And Mick makes a good point. There is a culture of deference, and why wouldn't there be? If you're Fianna Fáil or Fine Gael and you're running the country, you are facing all sorts of challenges, and you want the police at your back, so you're not going to challenge them. And that's what's wrong with the system. The government don't question the police. The police know they're going to get away with so much because the government are reliant on them. They protect their
no Minister
stability.
for Justice would ever stand over the deception around 1 million
But this is
tests
systemic.
that weren't
This is
carried
systemic.
out. I mean, you could excuse 1,000. 1 million is just way beyond anyone's comprehension.
And reform ongoing, and we're likely to have, as the Garda Commissioner said during the week, more instances of bad practice coming to the fore. We'll just have to get used to it and deal with it. There's reform happening.
Well, I think that is turning a blind eye to it, because Noreen O'Sullivan is implicitly involved, not necessarily in the deception or the implementation of these, decisions, but she has been at the higher echelons of the Gardaí for a long period of time, and she has known about some of these incidents for a few years. So there's huge questions about her role. I'm not saying that I can prove her guilty. She may well able to provide herself with a good defence, but somebody needs to say to her, step aside, Noreen, let us investigate this. Plus, if she doesn't, the continued erosion of confidence at ground level, at community level, is really deepening. People don't trust the Gardaí.
She said one thing yesterday that indicates to me certainly about a so-called reform agenda. She said